Why do women think I'm gay? Chandler, is that you? Probably tone of voice, mannerisms, posture, that kind of thing. Nothing you need to change though. You probably aren't constantly trying to get in their pants. Continue being a gentleman. But you should send out a comment early on that indicates you like women. You don't have to direct it at them. Mention a date you went on, or girl you find attractive. Make it past tense if you are attracted to her, so she knows you are available. Where are you from, OP? I am from the UK and live in London and am fairly metrosexual. Some of my mannerisms can be seen as camp. I'm straight and very comfortable with my sexuality, but I went to university up north in the UK and I felt like there were stricter judgments on men's sexuality based on how they carry themselves. I was often mistaken as gay, but in London no one ever assumes that about me. It can be a cultural thing and the way you carry yourself might be stereotypically gay. They are just a bunch of silly gooses. Knowing absolutely nothing about your voice and physical mannerisms, and there is likely a lot there too. The big thing is a combo of friendliness, and not hitting on your female friends. Most straight guys who hang out with attractive, single women will try to get with them. Not implying that is in any way bad. Every single one of us is here because a straight guy tried to get with an attractive single woman. But it's also the norm. That I like being around this guy and he isn't hitting on me. Feel, possibly coupled with vocal and physical markers, is sending off a very strong signal. What kind of shit do you tend to talk about with your female friends? Girls thought I was gay for years, and when I asked they said cause I was reserved, quiet, and didn't make dirty jokes in front of them. I also had lots of friends who were girls. You got to find the fine line between flirty and creepy. Do you fuck other guys? If I were a woman, I'd probably think you're gay if you fuck other guys. Does it really matter? People have stereotypes in their mind that are harmful. Usually, if a man is empathetic and doesn't hit on you, people assume he's gay because straight men almost always hit on their female friends. But do you want to change any of those things, either by losing your empathy or being creepy towards your friends? Because if you're willing to change your personality mannerisms simply because some female friends assumed you were gay, you need to be more secure about your masculinity. I once dated a guy who I thought was a little gay. He was so kind, talked a lot and fast. Purple was his favorite color and he loved cute things. Everything was cute to him, lol. Tall and thin, well-groomed and attractive, and he didn't mind being sub in bed. I absolutely adored him, and I realized I had to put my bias aside after that. Not all men act the same. I usually get confused with being straight, but I'm gay AF. Could be an ego thing with some of them. They think every man wants into their pants, and when they meet a man who doesn't, they assume he's just not into women. Have you asked a guy friend of yours? Okay, actually, first off, do you have guy friends? Being friends with only women, even though totally fine, would absolutely give off gay vibes to others. 35-year-old here, and I've had a very similar experience. I've never been into traditionally masculine things and very much into dancing, theater, and feeling looking pretty. I've easily made friends with women without the undertone of wanting to fuck them. For the longest time I was bullied for being gay, though I was attracted to women. At one point when I was religious I would ironically pray for God to make me gay. But unfortunately the male form and men are just not attractive to me. It wasn't until recently that I befriended a non-binary individual and educated myself on gender identity that I realized I myself am non-binary. It really lifted a weight off my back and no longer feel like there is something wrong with me. I'm not saying you are NB, and it definitely is a spectrum, and only you can decide what you are, but I'm now proud to say I'm gay for women. You're not a stereotype is all. Most people today have no idea what box to put you into, so they mentally categorize you as not straight. You end up unhappy because you're wanting to be seen as straight while not fitting into the box the stereotype makes. Your job is generally done by women and it is seen as a less manly thing to do as a man. You're also suffering from low T, which makes your physical appearance less masculine, not more feminine, just less masculine. And your lack of male role models growing up probably pushed you into a more emotionally aware upbringing than most men get. These are not bad things, but society is not yet to the place where they accept it. I would like to tell you it will get better, but it's hard to even be heard right now as a non-stereotypical man. Talk and walk like a man. Maybe just start all of them of as stating you are not gay. It's no our fault we are so used to bleak men that friendly and respectful me get labeled as gay. The key is self-awareness. You can be flirty and still a gentleman. You just have to know when to be flirty and when not to be based on how you think the girl feels about you. Being forward with a girl who's into you is flirty. Being forward with a girl who isn't into you comes off creepy. This applies if you're attractive or unattractive. Bro, I've been in the same situation my entire life. My dad was never around, so I was always around my mom, aunts and sister. Because of that, I've never had the most manly personality. I didn't act feminine. But I was just too nice and more into girly things like iCarly, Powerpuff Girls, and Disney princess movies, so guys and girls back in high school called me gay all the time, which sucks. But I'm used to it.